Yeah, I think that the Bahamas has a unique opportunity to actually grow its gaming market. One way that we know we can bring visitors to the Bahamas, in spite of the fact that the historical trend had been gaming revenue declining, has to do with the fact that we'll be a casino-focused development. And so what you end up having is the first Caribbean casino, which is truly Las Vegas on the beach. We have four major components to regulatory reform in order to modernize the Bahamian gaming regulations. The first would be internet gaming, allowing the brick and mortar casinos to have internet gaming licenses to use for marketing and for additional revenues. The second would be independent gaming labs, which would allow for the casinos to have access to a wider variety of gaming technologies and to implement them quickly on the gaming floor. The third would be mobile gaming. And then, yes, the fourth would be junkets. And allowing the junkets as part of the overall push to liberalize credit to generate new gaming revenue from places like Latin America and Asia. With the Chinese embassy opening last week in Nassau, and with the investments that the Chinese have strategically made in the region, we think we'll be able to generate more airlift. This flight's 15 hours, but we think it won't serve as an obstacle to 40,000, 50,000 Chinese who will see it as an opportunity to gamble and to vacation.
Our timeline is very aggressive. The objective is to complete the project, casino gaming modernization project, by the second quarter of next year. At this stage, we have very advanced drafts of proposed amendments to the Lotteries and Gaming Act, which itself is antiquated and was passed in 1969, and the accompanying regulations to implement changes that will essentially reflect what the industry has demonstrated are areas that will really promote the growth of the gaming industry in the Bahamas. We're looking at things that you have in Nevada, for example, the independent testing labs, the approved manufacturers, the internet gaming, the proxy wagering, those sorts of things. We're looking at those things. We are proposing those changes into our new legislation, at the same time with necessary modifications to reflect that each jurisdiction is unique. This project is not only critical for developers like Bahamas that are expanding their investment in the Bahamas, but also other members of the Bahamas Hotel Association, Atlantis, Ginthing, and so on. And it is critical for us to make sure that we have the regulatory framework in place so that when Bahamas does open its doors in 2014, we do have the framework, we would have the rollout so that the legislation is there.